Hello and welcome to another update video about Solana. We continue to track an overall bullish scenario on this chart as long as the $12 level is not broken and price does not break and sustain below the $12 level, because until then we can get away with counting this as a wave 1 to the upside, which would be a first impulse after the bear market low in December 22. So we can count this as a wave 1. We can then look at this as a wave W to the downside, an X wave high, and a Y wave to the downside. Depending on how I count it, I can say, okay, a low might already be in, or we get one more low in this overall bullish scenario. This is where obviously some uncertainty comes in and where we can't really say, okay, do we get another low or not? Because it's technically possible to count it already as complete. Anybody who wants to, use that info, of course, it's possible to go long with a stop loss below the 10th of June low, but now we've already moved on a bit. Did state that in the last few days, but obviously I always have to say that without a clear trend reversal signal, I cannot confirm that a low has been made. I can purely say the possibility is there after this low, depending on how I count the subwaves, but it's not reliable at this stage. And at the moment, the move up can still be counted as a corrective ABC structure in the white wave count, which could lead to one more low. However, as explained, I think yesterday and the day before, I would give it quite decent probabilities that it will form a 5-wave move to the upside here in the yellow wave count. Then we get 5 waves up. That is ultimately what we want to see, to get 5 waves up in order to say, okay, price may have formed a lasting low. We would, of course, still be super early. And if price has formed a lasting low here on the 10th of June, then, well, obviously it could send us to $30, $40 plus medium term. But first of all, we need a proper reversal signal. Yeah, we've seen tons of examples of 3-wave rallies that were just not sustainable in this bear market. And therefore, just a few green candles are not enough to indicate that price has formed a lasting low. All the altcoins, or most altcoins, were massively oversold here around the 10th of June. We talked about that. Therefore, you do expect some kind of a bounce. This bounce is a little bit stronger than it would be ideal for a wave 4, which should still result in a wave 5 down. Therefore, acknowledging that, okay, something more bullish might be going on. And that's why for the last few days, we've been sketching out here the yellow wave count, which is what we need to see in order to get a first reliable trend reversal signal. It's a 5-wave move up and a 3-wave move down. And at the moment, I mean, the longer this wave 4 is, to be honest, the better. I mean, yeah, there are limits as well, but I would rather have a reliable and quite deep, or at least long, wave 4 instead of just a little bit of a tiny dip, because it is not reliable. If it's more reliable, then it's better for us because we have a clearer indication that they are proper 5 waves. It would only be possible in a diagonal anyway, but still, we are waiting here for one more high. I'd like to see it a little bit more sideways, or maybe even, I don't know, another higher low or whatever. But either way, one more high would probably fill in 5 waves in a leading diagonal. We could call that a wave 1. Then what do we need to see? If we get 5 waves up, it increases the probability that it's holding in an ABC pullback a higher low. As soon as I have this wave 5 in, I can give you a pullback target for the wave 2. So yeah, and until then, it's possible to break down easily because we only have 3 waves up. Even if this is quite strong, this move up, but we only have 3 waves, it doesn't really help. It just makes it less bearish, but not necessarily bullish. But if we get 5 up, 3 down, it's potentially bullish, and I can provide another support area. But we're still in the long-term support or trend reversal area anyway for this chart. If it makes one more low, then we look at $12, maybe even $10. But below $12, it might turn potentially medium-term bearish. So the $12 level is still important for the bullish scenario, regardless of if we form 5 up now and 3 down, or if we make one more low. As long as it's holding the $12 level, I am still happy to count this as a larger 1-2 setup. It's just below $12. Things are going to turn quite bearish. Yeah, and that's my assumption at the moment and my best reading I have about the Solana chart. So still waiting for a potential additional high. Bear in mind that if it is the yellow wave count and we deal here with a diagonal structure, then the subwaves are 3-wave moves. So also here in the wave 5, we should see a small ABC. Yeah, that's my update about Solana. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.